What's up, everybody? This is Phil of Alt Wrestling Worlds. Today, I want to talk about Sheamus leaving the WWE and where he may end up next. But first, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you follow my page. So, after 19 years, Sheamus is set to leave the WWE. So, where will he end up? It seems like a foregone conclusion, at least amongst fans, that he's going to end up in AEW. Now, reports have been circulating recently that there is talent backstage in AEW that is not too thrilled about the possibility of Sheamus coming in. And honestly, I don't blame them. This is nothing against Sheamus whatsoever. He's a great performer, and there's a lot of intriguing matchups waiting for him in AEW. However, at his age, at 48, for him to come in at his price tag, you're going to have to feature him right away and feature him heavily. What does that mean? There's going to be talent pushed down the card who will be appearing less, if not appearing at all on AEW television. On top of that, you have the Motor City Machine Guns and the New Day who appear to be coming in as well. Two veteran tag teams who will also be taking up TV time. Now, Sheamus, like the New Day and the Motor City Machine Guns, he is leaving WWE because TKO approached him about reconstructing his contract for him to take less money, which he opted not to do. Now, here's what separates Sheamus possibly coming in to the New Day and the Motor City Machine Guns. The New Day, like Sheamus, legendary in WWE, they've done everything. However, there is a major dream match waiting for the New Day and the Young Bucks that have been talked about for years. That alone makes it worth it. The Motor City Machine Guns, legendary tag team, one of the best teams to ever do it, made their bones in TNA. Didn't really do much in WWE, however. So this really gives them that chance to really shine on a major stage. Another difference, though, is that with the tag teams coming in, AEW is very big on tag team wrestling, and not just 2-on-2 or the trios, but they'll do a 4-on-4, 5-on-5, 6-on-6. So you can still utilize the New Day and the Motor City Machine Guns without taking TV time away from somebody. So where can Sheamus possibly end up? So let's start with TNA. I don't think TNA is much of an option given all the releases they have made recently due to budget concerns. And given the price tag he's going to have, I don't see that as a likely scenario. MLW, I think he would do great in. Like, he was really good in MLW, but I don't think they have the money to bring him in. I'm going to say that if he does sign somewhere, it's going to be either New Japan or CMLL. And for those of you who are unaware, AEW has strong ties to both New Japan and CMLL. And in fact, it is possible that maybe Sheamus could get signed to a dual contract between New Japan and AEW, or a duel between AEW and CMLL, or maybe be the first one to sign a three-way contract amongst those three companies. That's something that I would be very interested in seeing, and I think would go over very well with the fans as well as the talent. Sheamus can do a couple months in AEW, go on to New Japan for a couple months, then CMLL if it is a three-way. If it's a duel, just go back and forth. I'm not too knowledgeable of CMLL, so I can't really speak on the dream matches that are waiting for him. However, his former tag team partner, Claudio Castagnoli, back then known as Cesaro in WWE, has had major success in CMLL. Now, New Japan has some great matchups waiting for Sheamus. Oleg Boltin, Tomohiro Ishii, Yota Tsuji, Callum Newman, all those matches would just go hard, man. Like, the fans would go crazy over them. I think for his style, he would have a lot of success over in New Japan. Now, let's say he decides he doesn't want to sign a contract and he does independence. I can see him like doing a nice mix of the indies in both America as well as overseas. Um, as far as independent promotions, I can see him appearing in. Hmm, that's a tough one. In America, the top promotion is Game Changer Wrestling. I'd be surprised if that's not on the top of the list. Overseas, he is, the Celtic Warrior. So the top promotion in Ireland is Over the Top Wrestling. He'll definitely be appearing there. Some other top promotions across Europe are Rev Pro, West Side Extreme Wrestling. France has been picking up a lot of steam over the last couple of years. I can see him popping up in Banger Zone or Apa Say Catch, maybe even Cow. There's other promotions too in Europe, such as promotions in Spain, Tyrus, White Wolf, um, Riot. I can see maybe even going outside of Europe and going to Australia. That's been very popular. Melbourne City Wrestling as well as PWA. So yeah, so where do you guys see Sheamus landing